Hey guys, this is Amit and you are watching Tech Dad. In this video, we are going to compare between Realme 8i versus Redmi Note 9 Pro, and we will discuss which one is better in camera, performance, display, body of the devices, features, communication chips, and about the prices. In the end of the video, I will tell you which one is better according to me, so watch this video till the end. So without wasting any time, let's start the video. Let the comparison start with the camera of the devices. Talking about the rear camera of the devices, 8i have triple camera setup, 50 megapixel of wide camera, 2 megapixel of macro camera and 2 megapixel of depth sensor. Whereas 9 Pro comes with quad camera setup, 64 megapixel of wide camera, 8 megapixel of ultra wide camera, 5 megapixel of macro camera and 2 megapixel of depth sensor. So the winner here is 9 Pro because it have quad camera setup which have 8 megapixel of ultra wide camera which can take ultra wide shots. And about the front camera of the devices, 8i have 16 megapixel of wide camera, whereas 9 Pro have 16 megapixel of wide camera. So the winner here is 8i because it have low aperture, which can take low noisy photos in low light condition. Let's talk about the camera features of the devices. 8i have LED flash, HDR and panorama, whereas 9 Pro have LED flash, HDR and panorama. So it's a tie. And about the video recording options in their devices, 8i can shoot Full HD video max at 30 fps, and 9 Pro can shoot 4K video max at 30 fps, Full HD video max at 120 fps with gyro electronic image stabilization. So the winner here is Note 9 Pro because it can record 4K video and it have gyro electronic image stabilization which can stabilize your video footage and remove shakiness from them. Moving to the performance of the devices, let's start with the operating system of the devices. 8i have Android 11 support. On the other side, 9 Pro also have Android 11 support. So the winner here is 8i. And about the user interface of the devices, 8i have Realme UI whereas 9 Pro comes with MIUI. So it's a tie because both of the devices have different user interface, so it's up to you which UI you like it or not, it's up to you. Let's talk about the processor of the devices. 8i is powered by MediaTek Helio G96 based on 12nm processor, whereas 9 Pro is powered by Snapdragon 720G based on 8nm processor. So the winner here is 9 Pro because it can give you a little bit faster processing speed. And about the GPU of the devices, 8i is spec'd with Mali G57, whereas 9 Pro is spec'd with Adreno 618. So the winner here is 8i because it can give you more FPS in games. Let's talk about the clock speed of the devices. 8i can clock at 2.05 GHz based on octa-core Cortex chipset, whereas 9 Pro can clock at 2.3 GHz based on octa-core Cortex chipset. So the winner here is 9 Pro because it have faster clock speed. And about the RAM variants in their devices, 8i have two option 4 and 6 GB, whereas 9 Pro have two option 6 and 8 GB. So the winner here is 9 Pro because it have bigger capacity of RAM options. Let's talk about the internal storage of the devices. 8i comes with 64 and 128 GB of storage, whereas 9 Pro have 64 and 128 GB of storage. So it's a tie because both of the devices have approximately the same storage option. And about the external storage of the devices, 8i have dedicated card slot, whereas 9 Pro also have. So it's a tie. Moving to the display features of the devices, let's start with the display size of the devices. 8i have 6.6 inches of display, whereas 9 Pro have 6.67 inches of display. So it's a tie because both of the devices have approximately the same screen size. And about the screen to body ratio of the devices, 8i have approximately 84.6%, whereas 9 Pro have 84.5%. So it's a tie because both of the devices have approximately the same ratio. Let's talk about the screen resolution of the devices. 8i comes with Full HD Plus display. On the other side, 9 Pro also have Full HD Plus display. So it's a tie. And about the display type of the devices, 8i have IPS LCD display having 120Hz of refresh rate, whereas 9 Pro have IPS LCD display. So the winner here is 8i because it have 120Hz of refresh rate which can give you better and smooth transitions. Moving to the body features of the devices, let's start with the thickness of the devices. 8i have 8.5 mm of thickness, whereas 9 Pro have 8.8 mm of thickness. So the winner here is 8i because it have slimmer body. Talking about the weight of the devices, 8i comes with 194 grams of weight, whereas 9 Pro have 209 grams of weight. So the winner here is 8i because it have lighter body weight. And about the protective glass of the devices, 8i have Gorilla Glass 3, whereas 9 Pro have Gorilla Glass 5. So the winner here is 9 Pro because it have newer generation of glass. Let's talk about the build quality of the devices. 8i have plastic back with plastic frame, whereas 9 Pro have glass back with plastic frame. So the winner here is 9 Pro because it have solid build quality. And about the SIM options in the devices, both of the devices have dual nano SIM support, so it's a tie. Moving to some of the most important features of the devices, let's start with the fingerprint scanner of the devices. 8i have side mounted fingerprint scanner. On the other side, 9 Pro have side mounted fingerprint scanner. So it's a tie. And about the sensors in the devices, 8i have accelerometer, gyroscope, proximity and compass, whereas 9 Pro have accelerometer, gyroscope, proximity and compass. So it's a tie. Let's talk about the battery capacity of the devices. 8i have 5000 mAh of battery capacity, whereas 9 Pro have 5020 mAh of battery capacity. So it's a tie because both of the devices have same battery capacity. Let's talk about the charging speed of the devices. 8i have 18 watts of fast charging, whereas 9 Pro have 30 watts of fast charging. So the winner here is 9 Pro because it have faster charging speed. Let's talk about the loudspeaker of the devices. 8i comes with normal speakers, whereas 9 Pro have normal speakers. So it's a tie. And about the headphone jack of the devices, 8i have 3.5mm of headphone jack, whereas 9 Pro also have, so it's a tie. Moving to the communication chips in the devices, starting with the WLAN of the devices. Both of the devices have Wi-Fi, AC, dual band, Wi-Fi direct and hotspot. So it's a tie. And about the Bluetooth version of the devices, 8i have 5.1 generation of Bluetooth, whereas 9 Pro have 5th generation of Bluetooth. So the winner here is 8i because it have newest generation of Bluetooth. Let's talk about the positioning chips in the devices. 8i have AGPS, GLONASS, Galileo and BDS, whereas 9 Pro have AGPS, GLONASS, Galileo and BDS. So it's a tie. And about the USB connectivity of the devices, 8i have 2nd gen of Type-C connector with OTG support, whereas 9 Pro have 2nd gen of Type-C connector with OTG support. So it's a tie. Moving to the price of the devices. In the international market, 8i is around $200, whereas 9 Pro is available from $200. In the Indian market, 8i have starting range from 14,000 rupees, whereas 9 Pro is available from 14,000 rupees. So the conclusion of the video is, in the camera, the winner here is 9 Pro. In the performance, it's a tie. In the display, the winner here is 8i. In the body segment, the winner here is 8i. In the features of the device, it's a tie. In the communication chips, it's a tie. And about the prices, the winner here is 8i. So the decision is totally yours. Which device you like the most so far, and let me know in the comment below. What do you think, which device is better for you? So thank you guys for watching this video. If you like our content, please like our video, share this video and subscribe to our channel. Comment what you thought in the comment below. If you're watching this video on Facebook, please like our page TechDad, and if you want to follow me on Instagram, here's my Instagram ID on the screen. This is Amit and I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, bye.